What is the symbology or metaphor behind Pokemon? Gotta catch them all. Good friend Glenador and I were speaking about, and he was sharing with me the idea of the interconnectedness of all things and how they're kind of the same. And I think this really idea is related to some thoughts I've been having of what is my deeper connection to certain intellectual properties from my childhood, Pokemon being one of them. And I came to realize that it's a very clean and magical metaphor for something that I really appreciate or enjoy or engage with in life in this physical reality. So for those of you who don't understand or know the basic premise, the idea is that this world is inhabited by creatures that are like animals, but they have special powers and abilities, and they're smarter than animals, like they're almost a human level, or some are even much smarter than humans. And you can capture them in these objects called Pokeballs, and you do so by battling. So these creatures fight each other for sport, and they don't seem to be like too concerned about it. But basically you collect these creatures, you can capture them all around the world, you travel around to different regions, looking in different, nooks and crannies, trying to find rare and powerful Pokemon. Then you fight them with your Pokemon that you already have, you capture them, and you're able to keep 6 with you at a time. So it's an interesting limitation. You have 6 Pokeballs with Pokemon in them that you can keep on you. If you get a 7th one, it instantly teleports off to some distant location where a professor of some sort is caretaking all these extra Pokemon you've captured, and you can switch them out, but you can only keep 6 on you at one time. Okay, so what is this metaphor? And then basically the point is you battle gym leaders who also have Pokemon, and you just get stronger. There's not really like an end game. It's just to be the very best like no one ever was. That's in the song. So, what is the metaphor? These Pokemon are basically like the personification of skills and abilities. So there's like a psychic Pokemon that's super smart. That's could be your intellect, philosophy, and stuff. There are fighting type Pokemon, your physical skills, your strength. There are, electric type and fire type. So it gets outside of the realm, and those could be, I'm sure I could add like a symbolic meaning for electricity and fire and water and all this stuff. Would be interesting. I might do so. But the idea is that each of these represents like distinct skills, each Pokemon. You can have 6 distinct skills upon you. I'm doing this because they often keep them on a belt, the Pokeballs. You can have 6, and then they quick draw, quick draw some Pokemon. So you can have 6 on you at a time, which I feel like, expresses the limitation of you can't like study 100 skills at a time. You have to like limit yourself to the number of skills you're going to focus on in order to get strong. And you can have like 100 skills, but you can only focus on, let's say, 6 at a time. I don't know if that's the exact number, but the other skills are kind of going to get put in the back burner, in the back of your mind, forgotten in Professor Oak's lab. And then you'll be like, oh yeah, I'm going to work on this skill, and you might start working on it, but another skill is going to fall by the wayside. So understanding what your core team is, what these 6 skills are that you're going to train most diligently and use in your rise to become the best, and then to battle the Elite Four and become the Pokemon champion yourself. That's a big deal. Whew. That's the victory bell. So in addition to that, there was one more aspect of this I thought was interesting, the idea of collecting the Pokemon, searching out across the world, looking for the best Pokemon, not of even just the best Pokemon of one type, but even a unique specimen from that type. Not just any Bulbasaur, but just one that's especially vibrant with just the right spotting, and a healthy looking bulb or whatever, or a little bit big, or maybe a little bit smaller and quicker, depending on your style. Within every skill, there are like sub skills and styles. So it's really interesting. So it makes a lot of sense to me that this would have appealed to me, because on a deep level, that's what I enjoy doing in my real life. And that's so Pokemon is a very clean, interesting, symbolic metaphor for that. So I would invite you, and I'm going to do this for myself, is to consider what intellectual properties or what things or ideas that you, Holly, you're drooling. What did you eat? that you've like really engaged with or been interested in? And then what's the underlying metaphor behind that? And how does it relate to your life personally?